We are back for another new episode of the Mental Toughness Workout Today project. My talk today is going to be about training in inclement and really hot weather. As you guys all know by now, I'm a huge fan of taking your training outside. If you do this, I applaud you because you're taking your training to another level. Now, the biggest problem about training outdoors is that it could be very challenging, especially when the weather sucks. For example, I used to live in California and the weather got up to 100 degrees. And now I'm living on the East Coast where the weather gets below freezing and I'm freezing my fucking ass off. In these both extreme instances, it's pretty understandable why somebody would not train outside because it is somewhat dangerous. But I say somewhat understandable because that's what mentally weak people do. They make plans on doing something challenging, but when it comes to crunch time, they back out and they flake out. I know because I used to be one of those guys. Now though, when you're mentally tough, you keep your word when it comes to challenges. So if you make plans to go outside and train, then you must follow through. I don't give a shit if it's a little bit of rain or cold or if it's extra hot that day. You must keep your word and follow through on your challenges. So here's the tip for today. You could never ever let your training be contingent on the weather. Now, if you do that, then you're going to be one of these weak-minded people that always say, I'll train outside if the weather is great under perfect conditions. Well, I'm sorry people, the world doesn't work like that. You must learn how to train in the worst and the most hostile environments possible. That's the only way you'll get mentally tough. So quit your whining about a little rain or a little bit of heat. Instead, think of how the heat and the extreme cold will make you tougher. If you could do that, I have no doubt that you'll use inclement and shitty weather to make you tougher instead of being a whiner. That's the tip for today. Go out and train no matter what the weather is. And in the meantime, if it's bad weather, like it's a hurricane, what you could do is read my book instead. Buy it, and we'll see everybody tomorrow.